Champions League semi-final returned, and well, it didn't disappoint. But before we get into it, let's cue that intro. Now, welcome back everyone to another post-match reaction video. And Real Madrid won, Chelsea won. Advantage Chelsea. However, I'm not feeling entirely comfortable, if you know what I mean. And a lot of that is to do with the fact that maybe possibly we should have ended this tie with more of an advantage instead of just the away goal. And that's due to the fact that we had a lot of chances. Pulisic was absolutely amazing, and for me, I'd have to give him man of the match. Got the goal and was just so bright and energetic, and this is the Pulisic that we as Chelsea fans have been wanting to see literally from when he walked off injured in the FA Cup final at the end of last season. This is the Pulisic we have wanted to see, and it's just such a shame things like injuries, change of managers, poor man management have prevented him from getting back to his best. But it was great to see him yesterday. Another fantastic performance. Another great performance from N'Golo Kante as well. And maybe this is to do with how Real Madrid set up as well, but I did feel like we were getting a lot of space through our midfield, through the midfield, where people like Kante, people like Pulisic, people like Mason Mount could just be making those runs and getting into those positions and creating a lot of chances, which we really did in those opening 30 minutes. Arguably, once again, TIMO Werner will be the talk, especially from our rival fans, missing another sitter, or you could argue it was a great save from Courtois, which it was. Again, I do think it's a confidence issue. Somebody who isn't lacking confidence would probably think there could be about 3 different options he could have taken. But, you know, he did get a goal the previous weekend, so against West Ham. So slowly, I do think he's somebody that will come good next season. So I'm not too disappointed. And then shortly afterwards, Pulisic scored. But again, Werner does offer us something different. His work rate off the ball, his pace, his movement, getting into positions. Yes, he can work on his touches. And yes, of course, he can definitely work on his finishing. But that will come soon. In terms of Real Madrid, I don't think they were offering too much in terms of a threat. Definitely, they're not the Real Madrid of old, but 13 Champions League titles, you can't deny a pedigree like that. Even if they're not at their best, they do know how to win this competition, and they do have pedigree. Another player who will always be a threat because he's quality and he's brilliant. Of course, I'm talking about Karim Benzema. And again, he was responsible for Real Madrid's equaliser. And up until that point, Chelsea did look comfortably quite in control. And I'm going to put this down to the defence maybe should be doing better. The lack of awareness, they should be getting to that second ball. And the fact that Karim Benzema really did have the time to take that extra touch before putting it away. And, you know, credit to him, credit to Real Madrid. It was a fantastic goal. And if we're going to concede a goal, then it might as well be a great goal like that. I do think somebody of Karim Benzema's quality might have been a little bit too much for Christensen, which is why he eventually got the better of him. And Chelsea were unable to get hold of that second ball. But before that, he did just have a shot that went wide, just wide of Mendy. He had another shot late on during the game, which was blocked by Reece James. So Benzema has undeniably been a threat during this game, and he will continue to be that threat in that return leg. However, instead of counting my chickens before they hatch, I do believe that this tie is far from over. I'm not going to be one of those Chelsea fans actively believing that we're already through to the final, because this is football, this is the Champions League, and as we know, anything can happen. This tie is perfectly poised. Of course, they have the advantage with the away goal, but all it takes is for Real Madrid to score the first goal and the advantage suddenly flips. Real Madrid will be helped with the return of Sergio Ramos into the lineup. I think Mendy might be fit as well, so that gives them more options in terms of pace through the midfield. And yes, in terms of, I feel like Azpilicueta, or the right-hand side, was being attacked quite a bit in this first leg. And I don't think he was getting overran or anything like that, but I do feel like that is a bit of a concern, the fact that they were always targeting that right-hand side. So maybe I would like to see Reece James come back into that right wing-back position, but maybe Tuchel does trust Azpi because of his seniority, his experience. We will have to see. But I'm still very, very, very nervous. I hope by all hope that we find a way to push through, get over the line, get into that final. I think I really would like to see somebody like Havertz start alongside Mount and Pulisic in a false nine position as part of that attacking front three. I think Werner's confidence is suffering, and I think it would be a good idea to drop him for now. But always knowing that he does bring something, he does contribute to this team, and having him as an option to bring on possibly later during the game might be a good idea. But we take the, I was going to say W, but it's not really a W, isn't it? It's a draw. It's a slight advantage. We take the 1-1 draw into next week's game. Thank you guys so much for sticking with me for another post-match reaction. I will try to be like more consistent on like, oh, I'm going to upload by particular days, but life is busy and I literally just do these when I can. So yes, if you're new here, please like the video, please subscribe, please share as well, and let me know in the comments what you thought as well. And I shall be back for another post-match reaction very soon. Take care.